Good morning, and welcome back to Gummy videos. This is my second attempt at a vlog or monologue. Driving home again from work, and just wanted to say I don't even really know what I want to say. We'll see what comes up on the way here. So I do want to say thank you to all service members, and thank you in remembering the honored dead on this Memorial Day 2018 as I'm driving home from work. I know a lot of people try to remember what this holiday is about. I've seen a little bit of history of it today on news feeds to remind myself and hopefully remind everyone else what this was all about, and the fact that it started back in the Civil War. So this holiday in all its different forms has been around for almost 200 years, 150 years, which in the grand scheme of things is not a lot, but in the short time that our country has been around, we have done a lot of things. We have been involved in a lot of different conflicts, both home and abroad, and a lot of people laid down their lives so that we could have the lives that we have today. So, thank you to the service members that made it home, and thank you to those who did not. Thank you to the families that remember the past and the passing of those that they loved. They are not forgotten, and hopefully many people will remember them and not just see this as a commercial holiday, which I fear it has turned into. Besides that, Gummy G video is still moving forward. We're still looking forward to bringing in Waylon G Blanket once he comes to join our family. We got about 2 months still until he's supposed to be here, but I'm both anxious and nervous about it, as any parent expecting a child would be. It gets me wondering what the legacy I'm leaving for my kids is, which I think a lot of parents around the world will think about. What is the legacy that we leave for our children? How will they remember us when we pass on? I know some of the history of my parents. My grandfather served in World War II. My brother served more recently. I chose to stay domestic and not join. I almost did, but upon request of a family member to stay home and take care of other family members that were not doing so well at the time, I honored their request of me to stay home. What legacy do we leave for our children nowadays? It's kind of the question that's been rattling around my head, I guess. Been trying to think of a way to put it down into words or context. And hopefully through these videos and through the deeds that we do together, I will leave a positive image with my children that they will be proud of, as I am proud of my parents and my grandparents. I know a lot of good people out there that try very hard to do the best that they can for their kids, working hard, striving for their kids to do better than they did themselves. I don't know. What does it mean to leave a legacy behind? I mean, you can look at historical fiction. You can look at historical figures and see written stories of the great people, the scientists, the doctors, the inventors, the architects that have left long-standing memories. But I also look at the ones that didn't leave global memories but left impacts in their own communities within their families. Stories of being honest, being known for being truthful. And there's plenty of people out there that worked everyday common jobs: firefighters, police officers, nurses, doctors. They didn't get, their names emblazoned, but they touched other people's lives. Teachers that helped educate kids. Even all the way down to sanitation workers, garbage men, truck drivers, career waitresses. The parent that worked 3 jobs so that their kids could go to school. And then you talk to their kids and they remember how hard their parents worked just to give them the basics. And I wonder, will my kids remember me that way? Will they remember that I was the fun dad? Will they remember me as the hardworking dad? Will they remember that maybe they didn't get everything that they wanted, but they knew that they had a safe home, a loving home, and that their mother and I loved them, their family loved them, and that they are joining a family that has a proud history of being hard workers. I think that's a good legacy to have. Do I think that I will ever be someone that will make international news? No. Do I think that I will ever find the cure for some, life-changing medicine or something? Will I ever paint, a piece of art that will be remembered for the next 300 years? I doubt it. But can I inspire my children to try to reach for whatever stars they want to go for and give them a helping hand up? Yes. My parents did that every which way they could. I've done a lot of various jobs when I was younger. I got to travel some with some of those jobs. I got to meet different rungs of society, people in different class settings, and I met good people, I've met bad people, I met people that I truly remember to this day and how they impacted my life. And I remember people that impacted it both positive and negative. And then there's countless other people that I don't remember that interacted with me, I'm sure, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe more than that. But if I saw them again, I probably wouldn't remember them. That's not a dig on them. It's just, unfortunately, how life is. Not everyone that you meet is going to make a giant impact on your life, either for the positive or the negative. But those that do make the giant impacts can help focus and mold your path. And that path is what your children will start their walk on, their walk of life. As they're little, they follow your path. Then as they grow bigger, they start taking the path beside you. And then as they get older, they have to take their own path. And hopefully you give them the right tools, the right information, the right knowledge, the right dreams to go down a path that is easier and better than the one that sometimes we all have to walk. That's not to say that I want my children to live in a bubble. I would never want that. I want my children to experience as much of this world as they can, hopefully for the positive. I want them to be immersed in all different types of culture and historical and new, modern, and fun activities. But for the most part, I just hope that they remember myself and their mother in a positive light. Maybe that's part of the reason why we started doing these projects and Gummy G Video, is to see what we can how we can help our children start down their path. I don't know. Anyways, kind of rambling here. Been rambling this whole vlog, but long and the short of it is, what is the legacy I'm leaving for my children? I hope it's a good one. I will strive every day that I can to make sure that they have a positive outlook and aspect towards life. Other than that, as today is a day of memory, of remembering the honored dead, I say this with my whole heart. Thank you to all those that gave their lives so that I have the right to be able to make this video, and the freedoms to be able to try to raise my children with an open mind so that they can ascertain and reach and strive for their dreams. Other than that, I hope everyone has a happy and safe Memorial Day. And I think I'm going to leave it there. So, have a gummy day. We'll see you next time.